Okay, here's a beautiful little exercise to get some movement and joint kind of coupling and decoupling all the way up through the upper limb. So Kira's going to go arms out to around 90 degrees, straight arms. I don't recommend going higher than 90, but I do recommend going somewhere from 90 to a bit less than 90. So anywhere in that kind of arc there, find what's comfortable for you. And even as you go through the rep or the reps, you might start to feel that I'm moving into a slightly different position. That's fine. So all we're going to do, we'll show you like a global look at the movement and then we'll break it down. So Kira just starts with palms facing the ceiling. She just internally rotates and then externally rotates. So the arms are going to open up and then they're going to close again. All right, don't leave it short. Don't leave me short on this one where go back open. So she's fully open. You'll actually see that most people will want to like stop there. So let that thumb, let yourself roll onto the outside of the thumb and the pinky, kind of the outside of the arm is facing the ceiling. Then as you come back in, the exact opposite, so internally rotate. And then roll, most people will try and stop there, roll off the outside of that thumb and let the pinky face the ceiling. So find your comfortable end range without just being lazy on it. Find that end range, but then don't obviously force into it. You might just start slow and creep into it. So all we're going to do here is, I want the key of you could do this exercise all day long and get nothing from it if you just rush, because your body will just chunk everything together. So we're going to start from the hand, the wrist, the fingers, and see if we can get it to kind of creep up through the elbow into the shoulder blade, and then into the rib cage, which is going to be really cool. So Kira's going to go, let's go fully out into external rotation. So that way, yep. And then to come back in, I want you to think about wrists first. So both wrists start to turn nice and slow, and fingers, yeah? And then you'll start to feel it like spiral up into the elbow. And then it will spiral up into the arm, into the shoulder, into the scap, the shoulder blades. And then you'll feel your chest just drop down into that space a little bit. And then you do the exact opposite thing. You start to let them open up. Hand, elbow, shoulder blades will kind of pull down your body a little bit, just naturally. And then the chest will start to stick up into the sky just a bit. All of these things, if you just allow them and give them permission to happen, they'll kind of happen without you needing to force it, okay? One thing especially to watch out for as we go into internal rotation, so go back out again, is because people can't actually internally rotate their shoulder a lot of the time, they'll go, right, okay, I'm going to go with my hand into pronation, and then I actually can't internally rotate my shoulder. So what happens is, do both hands, what happens is, so keep going, the whole shoulder blade just rolls up and over instead. So that's why I want you to slow down and see if you can get like the humerus, this bone, to rotate in, yeah, and then the scap kind of pulls up and over with that. Try not to skip that. If you need to go like and do a 10 or 15 second rep to get that spiraling to happen up through the bones, and then one bone knocks into the next bone, that's what I would prefer. I would prefer you even did 3 slow reps than 15 fast reps where I just chunk together, okay? For the breathing, just breathe gently through your nose. You don't need to worry about any fancy things with the breathing. Don't hold your breath, and see just how relaxed and slow you can move.